Happy Monday, everyone. It's weather for Weather Geeks time. Hope you had a good weekend. The weekend weather, Mike, was just sort of okay.
Right. Saturday, a little rainy, but yesterday was great.
Yeah, it
A
was.
little chilly.
Yeah, exactly. So I hope
Yeah.
if you needed to do some raking, you got that done. Sure, it was pretty damp, at least first part of the day, but a little bit of a gusty breeze yesterday, and the sun should have dried out a lot of the leaves anyway, at least those who are not in shade all day. Today turns out to be a pretty cloudy afternoon, and as promised, there's not much on the radar. As we're recording this at about 2:15, a couple of showers just west of Youngstown, another little batch of showers over here in Mercer County. But, you know, Mike, it looks like the timing on this is pretty good. We've been talking about how late in the day is when it's more likely to rain. And this is the batch of rain that we'll be keeping an eye on coming our way. What do you think about sunset?
Sunset, yeah, dinner time. Probably a lot of folks are probably gonna be able to drive home. Maybe a sprinkler or two, but the bulk of it should be after that.
Yeah, it looks that way. And earlier there was some lightning and thunder, and actually there still is. Right along the Indiana-Ohio border, a few strokes of lightning mixed in with this. This is northwest of Dayton, west of Columbus. That's kind of interesting. That's a pretty little dynamic system coming through the Great Lakes today. It does not have a lot of a temperature change on either side of it, but
Right.
it's a nice little compact system, and it's packing a little bit of a punch. So we'll have to keep an eye on that threat for a little thunder, I suspect, because it's coming through towards the end of the day and not in the warmest part of the day. That the chance of thunder and lightning here probably isn't that high, but we'll keep an eye on it. And as you can see, temperatures actually behind the system are a little warmer than in front of the system. Interesting how that works, and it's all because there's some sunshine back here behind the system. It's pushing 70 parts of Illinois. So that's pretty nice. And some of this warmer air that's building out across the middle of the country where it's just a beautiful, beautiful day, some of that's going to come our way. It's going to take a while. It may take until the weekend, but it is going to come our way. It's going to win the battle eventually. And a week from today, maybe we're talking about 70 degrees.
Yeah, it's looking sunshine as well. It's our weekend's shaping up.
Yeah.
No more cold, rainy Saturdays.
Yeah, we've had a couple in a row now,
Yeah.
so it'll be nice to squeeze in a nice weekend coming up this weekend. Elsewhere across the country today, not a whole lot of barn burners out there. Radar's pretty quiet throughout the country. Look at the temperatures. Let's see, temperatures, if my internet connection, there we go. Look at all the warmth that's building out here, front range of the Rockies, and even into parts of the Midwest. And then there's a real sharp cutoff between warm and cold right in through here. That's kind of interesting. Yeah, cold's been winning the pattern a lot lately, but that is changing this week, and I think we're going to reap the benefits of that eventually. But let's let's time out our precipitation chances here for the rest of the day. I'll take off all of the current information. We'll bring up the latest HRRR, high resolution rapid refresh model. If you're a real weather weenie, a weather geek, you know this just went operational not that long ago. In other words, it's no longer in the experimental phase. It's something that is freely available to be used by operational forecasters everywhere now. And here's the simulated radar. We'll skip ahead a couple of hours to 4 p.m. That main band of showers at 4 o'clock, somewhere between I-71 and I-75 around 4 o'clock. This might be a little slow based on the current radar, but by 4 it should be at least this far along. 6 o'clock hour, and again, this might be a little slow. So, we were talking, Mike, about dinner time or around sunset. You might be able to, add a few layers onto this on the eastern fringes of this. Bottom line is this main band of rain is coming our way for around sunset, which now is early. It's like 6:30-ish. It's getting earlier and earlier. And I posted on social media last night that 2 weeks from now, the sunset's going to be around 5:15.
Yep.
Is that we changed the clocks. that post was met with a lot of not a lot of happy campers, me included. Anyway, we'll go ahead then to 8 o'clock this evening. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be raining. So we've got a rainy evening coming up. If you have outdoor plans, if you do need to rake the leaves, if kids have something going on after school, the earlier the better today, because rain chances will increase by 5, 6, 7 o'clock. And yeah, it looks like some showers around right through the evening. We'll skip right ahead to the overnight. Here it's 3 in the morning. That main band pushing away at that point. But we're not done with the rain yet, because tomorrow this whole system is going to pretty much stall out over on the East Coast. Let me bring up the surface pressures tomorrow. And again, apologize for the slow internet. It just seems to be one of those days today. As I go through this tomorrow, skip ahead actually to tomorrow afternoon, just to show you how this thing is just sort of going to hit the brakes and stall out. Generally, low pressure is just going to be kind of sitting and spinning over here, and that's going to keep throwing back some waves of moisture out across northeast Ohio and western PA. There'll be some lake enhancement to this, and so not a real nice day tomorrow. Showers around. Our chance of precipitation tomorrow is in the high end. It's 80 or something like that, probably. So tomorrow, while it's probably not going to rain the whole day, every hour of the day, definitely going to rain tomorrow more than it will today. And that'll be the case through tomorrow evening and perhaps even Wednesday morning, first thing in the morning. But I think Wednesday is a transitional day. Here's Wednesday morning. I'm sorry, that's Tuesday morning. Here's Wednesday morning. Our low is making enough eastward progress at this point that all of this backlash precipitation is going to start moving east. So by Wednesday afternoon, let's go back to Wednesday afternoon right here. Maybe in the mountains of PA, there's still a couple of showers around, but for the most part, we're out of the woods. And once we're out of the woods, hey, it looks great. End of the week. Thursday's still a crummy day up in the northeast, windy and rainy and cold up here. But we're far enough back to the west that Thursday begins a pretty nice stretch of weather. GFS Friday brings us some little system cruising through. We'll see what the other models have to say about that, but even the GFS doesn't really do much with it.
Right. Maybe some clouds is what it could be picking up on.
Yeah, so instead of a mostly sunny day, it's partly sunny.
Yeah.
So it's still a nice day, I think, on Friday. By the way, Thursday evening, we do have this partial solar eclipse going on right before sunset. What time does it start? 5:45?
5:45, yeah.
Now, this won't be a total eclipse for us. In other words, the moon is not going to cover the entire sun, but it will take out a chunk of the sun, and it'll be cool to look at, especially if you do it safely. Even when the sun's low in the sky at the end of the day, you don't want to look directly at it. And so we're cooking up a couple of graphics to further explain what's going on with this Thursday. But this will be Thursday evening, right before sunset, and we're going to be looking in the western sky. So we'll have more on that as the week progresses. But anyway, as we head towards the weekend, all is fine. Looks like a nice smooth sailing weekend with a warming trend as well. Here's the 16-day GFS ensemble, and we like this trend. And this might be even a little bit conservative. 27th is a week from today. It has 67. We might be flirting with 70.
Yeah,
70.
especially with a lot of sunshine, wind out of the southwest. It might be a pretty nice start to next week.
Yeah, exactly. So the next couple of days, definitely a little on the cool side, below average, but then a nice trend as we head towards the weekend. Beyond the weekend, GFS does cool it down some here. This might be a little bit fast based on some of the other modeling. This cool down might wait a few more days than the GFS has, but we'll see about that. But anyway, the lead up to Halloween, maybe not Halloween itself, but the lead up to it, looking pretty nice.
Right, yeah.
So we're going to enjoy that. And that's today's weather for Weather Geeks. Hope you have a great rest of your Monday. If you're not following Mike on social media, you need to do that, Twitter and Facebook included. Put meteorologist in front of his name on Facebook, and you are Mike Joyce, WFMJ.
Yes, I am.
Twitter.
Yes, I am.
So anyway, you can always check out Mike's forecasts on the weekend evenings as well. And I will see you tonight on 21 News at 6 and 11. Thanks for watching.